Good morning everyone. Our group, consisting of Hidayat, Akil Harid, Alif Ifan and Kash Ifan, is here today to present our research title, Outdated Curriculum or Outdated Perception? Unpacking SPM Lever's View on Marketing Diploma Relevance in Malaysia's Digital Era. We wanted to find out why, in a world that is more digital than ever, students are turning away from marketing diplomas. Move on to the next slides. Currently, Malaysia facing a strange paradox. Our digital economy is booming and projected to reach 15 billion. Companies are desperate for TikTok specialists and Shopee marketers, offering starting salaries over 3,500. Yet since 2023, enrollment in formal marketing diplomas has dropped by a staggering 25 to 35%. Our study investigates whether the problem lies in the syllabus itself or in the shifting perception of Gen Z. Move on to the next slide. The numbers are alarming. Out of 560,000 annual SPM graduates, 72% are choosing to skip college entirely. Why? Because the gig economy is incredibly alluring. Students see the chance for the immediate income through e-hailing or become an influencer as better than spending 2.5 years in a classroom. This mismatch isn't just a school problem. It costs the Malaysian economy about 500 million annually in lost productivity. That's all from me.
Now, we're moving on to the research methodology. To understand this, we gathered data from 343 respondents, primarily SPM leavers in Selangor. We use a quantitative method, meaning we use structured surveys to measure their attitudes and intentions. Our research is grounded in the theory of planned behavior, which looks at how personal attitudes, social pressure, and perceived barriers influence a student's final decision. Next, curriculum and attitudes. Here is the surprising part. Students actually think the curriculum is relevant. Over 80% of respondents agreed that the diploma teaches practical skills for TikTok and e-commerce. However, the time barrier is the real enemy. 71.4% of students feel that a 2-year diploma is a waste of time compared to a 1-week online certificates like Google certs. They value the knowledge, but they hate the duration. They hate waiting for a long time.
We also found heavy external pressure. 66.5% of the parents still review marketing as a low-value career compared to a STEM. Furthermore, 71.4% of our respondents come from a household earning below 5,000 ringgit a month. For this student, the need for immediate cash, like 2,000 ringgit from a gig job, outweighs the long-term benefit of a degree. So, what is the way forward? We propose a 3-pillar roadmap. First, the higher education institution, we must modernize. This means offering micro-credential and shorter stack module. Second, for policy, we need to bridge that 500 million ringgit skill gaps by involving industry giants like Shopee directly in the classroom. And finally, we must show that Gen Z that while gig work give them cash today, a degree give them leadership roles in a 15 billion economy tomorrow.
We move on to theoretical framework. Our framework based on Agent's theory of planned behavior mediates enrollment intent. We look at attitudes. Is the diploma exciting? Subjective norm. What do parents and peers think? And perceived control. Are there money or time barriers? Interestingly, our hypothesis suggests that the perception of curriculum relevance actually negatively predict intent if students feel they can learn the same thing faster elsewhere. Move on to the next slide. Study methodology. Diving deeper into the how this was a positivist cross-sectional study, we use non-probability sampling, reaching SPM 2025 level via WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Data was processed through SPSS, ensuring high reliability with a Cronbench alpha of over 0.85. Moving to the next slide, slide 10. Questionnaire structure. The survey was split into 5 sections. Section A focused on curriculum relevance, specifically TikTok and e-commerce skill. Section B covered the TPB variable, while the Section C measured actual enrollment intention. We also control for digital exposure and household income to ensure the data reflected the socio-economic reality of the student. To the next slide, mean scores overview. Looking at the data, curriculum relevance score high at 4.04, meaning students know the content is useful. However, enrollment intent remains moderate at 3.79. The economic pressure score of 3.97 confirms that financial urgency is a primary factor competing with the desire to study. Moving to the next slide, curriculum relevance details. Specifically, 80.4% of students see the value in learning TikTok advertising, and 80.2% see its value for Shopee and Lazada prep. The criticism is not about what is taught, but how 71.4% explicitly criticize the heavy focus on textbooks over real-world campaign. They want to see SEO and analytics in action. Moving to the next slide, attitudes and paradox. This slide highlights the paradox we found. Students recognize the skills are modern, yet they have a negative attitude towards the traditional delivery system. They feel the time investment doesn't match the speed of the digital world.
As mentioned, the subjective norms or the social pressure is a barrier where peers are successfully earning fast cash and parents are pushing for STEM. Marketing becomes a hard sell for an 18-year-old. Behavior control refers to the student's perceived ability to actually finish the course. High tuition fees and the need to contribute to low-income households significantly lower their control over choosing education over work. Our 343 respondents were balanced mix. 51.3% were females and 48.7% are male. Most are from Selangor, specifically Rawang, and are heavily social media users, with 75% spending over 3 hours a day on platforms like TikTok. This is the exact demographic the industry needs to hire. When asked directly about enrollment, the intent is only moderate. There is a hesitation to commit to long-term academic paths when the digital world moves so much faster. In conclusion, the curriculum is relevant, but the format is not. The economic need for immediate income and the lack of social support for marketing as a serious career are the two biggest hurdles that we must overcome. We propose 4 solutions. First, micro-credentials offer quick certificates for immediate skills. Second, partnerships. Create digital labs with Shopee or TikTok. Third, marketing fixes. We need to show parents the ROI of a marketing degree. Finally, affordability. We need flexible work-study programs to compete with the gig economy's immediate pay.
While our study provides a clear picture of what is happening, it has limits. We relied on descriptive statistics and our sample was mostly urban-focused in Selangor. For future research, we propose using structural equation modeling or SEM to test exactly how much weight family income versus program duration carries in a student's mind. This will help policymakers make more precise reforms. In conclusion, the marketing diploma isn't dead. It just needs to move at the speed of the digital era. We need to trade heavy textbooks for digital labs and long semesters for flexible learning. Thank you for your time. We are now open for any questions or discussions on how we can bridge this gap.